What's going on, sports fans, football fans, NFL fans? Welcome to the Super Bowl 56 after party. LA Vance, thank you for stopping by, bro. Thanks for being here. Um, so far, you're the only person who showed up, but greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much. Uh, excuse me. I know there's a few more people coming. I had to send the link out. Excuse me. Got heartburn. Shit ain't cool. Not good at all. Trying to send the damn link. See if these guys will come on here. But what's going on, fellas? Shout out to the Los Angeles Rams in their victory, Super Bowl 56 this evening. All right. Guess a lot of people shit faced and drunk right now. But what is this? Sorry, I just had some weird shit pop up on my screen. Make sure it ain't no damn Russian bots. No spammers in the chat. Look at my boy King Tone. What's good, brother? LA Vance. What's good? I don't know where the hell. But yeah, man, that game was crazy. I just wanted to get into what your guys' thought was on the Odell Beckham injury. Do you think he'll be back the upcoming season? Also, Eli Apple costing them the game with a costly pass interference. Just wanted to get your guys' takes on that. Do you think that Joe Burrow's offensive line did enough to give them guys a chance to win this game? Sorry. I have major heartburn right now. I'm going to eat a Tums. It happens so often. I keep them on deck. But no, this game was crazy. Really? Kinds of friends I have. Boy, I tell you. I appreciate you guys. Ellie Vance, King Tone. Really? Man, okay. I won't send the link out to anyone else. Fuck it. I'll put it in the chat. Whoever wants to call in, call in. But I'm not about to be chasing these people down. Crazy. Not bloody likely. That was a long shot anyway. It's Super Bowl Sunday and it's fucking 11 o'clock. I stood on with Pat too long. But that's all right. It's still a hell of a game. Rams won just like I thought. Just not by the margin that I thought. Well, it was by the margin that I thought. It's just I was expecting 35-38, not 23-20. But I was expecting a 3-point game. And I was expecting the over. Yes, he did, DB from EP. He did get that ring. There go my boy Hit Squad. What's going on, my guy? Thank you for stopping by.
No, I appreciate you having me, man. What'd you think of the game?
That was the first question I was going to ask you. I'm the host. What you got
Oh,
going?
okay. Nah, man. Dude, it was a good game. I'm not gonna lie. I found myself getting agitated and kind of connected with the game, though neither of my teams are playing. I wanted to see Eli Apple get burned, but I wanted Joe Shiesty to win. Then I wanted OBJ to get a ring, but it's just a lot of things that factored in, man. But it really came down to that offensive line for Cincy, man. I mean, that offensive line. I mean, it's bad. I think he was sacked over. Well, if you include Aaron Donald's last sack, 8 times.
Well, Aaron Donald had 3 by himself.
Yeah,
That dude's a
that's
game wrecker.
insane.
And when the game was on the line at that.
Yeah, it's for me, man. That's really what it came down to. I will say this much though. I thought it was. I thought one thing that was interesting to note was, I mean, the game was pretty much penalty free up until the fourth quarter. I thought that
Well, it
there,
wasn't penalty free. It
not
was just
penalty
they
free. Yeah,
wasn't calling the penalties because that
yep,
face mask
was
was a
egregious.
blatant. Right, right. Great use of that word. That was perfectly placed. It was an egregious foul that was not called.
Oh yeah, 100%, man.
My boy Hit Squad displaying the vocab. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir. We
Showing the
using them big
vernacular.
words. I
Showing
got it.
showing that showing that NY vernacular. You feel me?
Exactly. We're gonna use some words expeditiously. I got a little henny in me. I'm feeling a little good right now. So I'm gonna use some big ass words on y'all motherfuckers. But nah, man, I'm happy for Odell. I will say this much: if he didn't get injured, I think honestly the Rams would have put up more points because they had no answers for that dude, man.
DB from EP said 50 Cent was looking like 75 cents.
My God, man. He was looking like a $50 bill out there, boy.
He looked like he might have the early stages of diabetes or kidney failure. He looked swollen.
You
Real
think?
shit.
I thought he was just chunky, but I
Yeah,
mean,
well,
shit, that makes sense.
that could be chubby, or that could be that your kidney ain't filtering the liquid out like it's supposed to. That's when people end up on dialysis. But
I ain't know that. I ain't know
And
that.
given that he was shot 9 times, that could be the case.
Look at y'all. You hear that? Not only do G Nation provide you sports updates and thoughts, y'all get medical history. Where you gonna get that else at?
Boy, you stupid.
Nah, man, it was good, man. I gotta be honest. It was a great game. Closer than I thought. I mean, I had the Bengals winning, but I thought this was because it was a close game, and the Bengals had opportunities to come out with it. But Aaron Donald, man,
I almost called every part of this game. I said Odell Beckham would get the first touchdown. He would moonwalk. That happened. I said Cooper Cup would get the next touchdown. That happened. I said Van Jefferson was going to get the next touchdown. And had he not thrown an interception, that's who that touchdown pass was going to, was Van
yep,
Jefferson.
yep,
So, uh, I mean, I'm just glad OBJ didn't get hurt in vain. He did get a ring because although I did not like the way he exited New York, it did
mhm,
leave a bad taste in my mouth. He did end up maturing and developing it more as an adult. Like I said on Pat's stream earlier, we have to remember these guys are kids
mhm.
most of the time coming from impoverished situations and first time having money, being young, most of which probably didn't have a father figure in their life. So, you got to expect some mistakes to be made by some of these young guys, and you can't have such harsh judgment on these guys because you got to remember they're kids, man.
Yeah, I agree with you there, man. I mean, I understand. He left a sour taste in some Giants fans' mouth. I get that. I never understood, the hate the kid got afterwards, when he was in Cleveland, even when he's in LA. I mean, I never really, completely understood it. I know the interview thing gets thrown with how they feel, which I get it, with Josina Anderson and Lil Wayne. I get it, but no, I'm happy for them, man. I mean, Aaron Donald, I don't know if he retires. I know, it came out right before the game that if he gets a ring, he would consider retirement. Uh, as a team, as a fan of the New York Giants who don't got an offensive line right now, I'm hoping he retires. I ain't trying to see that, man. I'm pretty sure the NFC West is hoping that he retires, man. I mean, so
Yeah, they
yeah,
should be
it's
playing on
huge.
grass, man. Period. They should be playing
Facts.
on grass.
Facts. It's got to change, man. And if it doesn't change for the NFL, it's got to change at least in MetLife. How many injuries are we going to see occur in this stadium? Not just with the
LA
Giants.
Vince.
What's up, LA Vance? How you doing, man? Appreciate you coming through. Um, but yeah, no, we got to change the turf, man. It's getting really bad. Too many soft tissue injuries, and it's at this point, man. I mean, it's just I don't see how you can not put regular grass on the field. I mean, how many other teams are gonna? If we're just talking about just the MetLife in general, I mean, there's been teams coming out that have came out, excuse me, and said that that field is horrible. But now you have other teams throughout the league that are experiencing the same issues that we have in our own stadium. So if I'm Roger Goodell, man, I mean, you're a multi-billion-dollar organization. Stop being cheap. I ain't gonna curse, but stop being cheap and go put some damn grass on that field, man. You got the damn money.
AK was good.
What's
Yo,
good,
what's good,
Jimmy?
brother? Appreciate you sending me an invite. What's up?
What is up, man?
Shit, man. Just Super Bowl after party, man.
Hell yeah.
Got to get your drink and your smoke on and celebrate that our team is undefeated again. New season starts.
Facts, facts.
Exactly.
We have a clean slate right now. We have not lost a fucking game. Let's go.
Yo, what's good, Jeff? Appreciate you, bro.
Yo, what's up, Jeff? What's up? What's up, Vance?
How you doing
Appreciate
here,
you.
squad?
Yo, what is going on, brother? How you feeling?
Ah, you know what, man? It's Sunday night. Fucking feeling right.
I'm there with you, man. I'm feeling a little warm and cozy right now. Can't even
Mm-hmm.
hold you. But you know something? I mean, let me ask y'all. I mean, I think correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not sure about other sports teams, but sports leagues, excuse me. But do you think that the NFL should adopt doing the home Super Bowl games for these teams? Because I kind of like it. We had the Bucks last year, the Rams this year. I kind of like it. You see that in the NBA and the MLB.
What was the question, Hit Squad?
Okay, so do you think with how the last two Super Bowls have went, where one of the teams is playing in their home stadium, Do you think the NFL should look in the future to possibly having that be, the Super Bowls going forward? Let's say hypothetically, whether it's the Giants or the Eagles, they're in the Super Bowl, right? They're the home team. That Super Bowl be whether it's in the Link or in MetLife. Do you think that the NFL should start looking at that? Because I'm starting to really like it. I like it for the NBA. I like it for the MLB. So, I'm not sure if there's any other sports league where they kind of already have it predetermined where they're going to do the final act at.
Hit squad, I love that you say that, bro, because I've been a very big advocate of that. I am kind of tired of these perfect weather condition football games. I want to start seeing football played in Green Bay or in Buffalo, where it's snowing and shit. I want to see a winter Super Bowl again. I understand you don't want things to happen to your players, and that's why you do it because you want to limit injuries. But hey, man, it's also about entertainment as well. It's also about evening the playing field. It's also about so many things, man. So I get what you're saying. I totally think they should do that. That is not a bad idea. But yeah, I really think that we need to start having winter Super Bowls again.
I'd love that, man. I don't think at least at the moment, I don't think I can think of a Super Bowl that I've seen where it's played in the snow.
Right,
I could be wrong though,
right.
but that would be nice. I wouldn't mind seeing that. I mean, I
Yeah.
think it adds more to the game. But
Yeah, you
I
can
just,
do it like every
oh,
3 years or something like that. You don't have to do it every year. You can do it
yeah,
like every
yeah,
3 years or every 2 years or something like that.
yeah. And we may see that happen. I mean, I think it was, yeah, it was this week where they announced that there's going to be more games overseas. I think now they got some in Germany going on next year,
Yeah, you
four
got
games or something
NFL
like that.
Europe. You got NFL Europe kicking off. That's why we've been going to London for a few games for the past few seasons.
Yeah, what
I
is it?
actually don't mind that.
5 or 7 they're
I
doing, or
I think I want to check, but I think it's four. I'm gonna check real quick. Let's see right now.
Yeah, the Super Bowl is also about the event itself, the halftime show and celebrity role besides the game.
Let's see.
I think it's 5 over the next 4 years.
uh,
Yeah, because we have one in. I'm probably gonna pronounce it wrong. So my German folk, I apologize. Munich is selected to host the first ever regular season game in
You said
Germany.
it right. It's Munich.
Okay, let's go. I told you I'm gonna speak elegantly on this bitch. But Frankfurt is the next place that will host future games
You
in
said that
Germany.
right as well.
Let's go. I ain't even.
two
I'm gonna
for
be real.
two.
I don't even know what a Frankfurt is. I ain't never heard of that.
It's
So
where the Frankfurter comes from. It's where the hot dog is invented.
y'all gonna
Frankfurt.
kill me. But what the hell is a Frankfurt?
A
A
Frankfurter is a hot
Frankfurt is
dog.
a hot dog.
That's the
That's
original name of
It's
a
a
hot dog. Is a
brand.
Frankfurter.
I ain't know that. I just thought that shit was a hot dog. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why they call it a Frank.
Yeah.
All right, chat. I said this earlier. I'm gonna say it again. What other place can you get sports news, medical news, and now you learning about food history? Come on, sub up to G Nation Inside Sports, man. Come on, stop playing. I'm sorry, dog. This Hennessy hitting a little hard. I can't hold you,
I
but I'm
love it.
chilling.
I
I'm
love it.
chilling.
Hey, look, I love it, bro. You ain't doing nothing wrong. Shit. My
Shit,
man
man.
said, where else can you get medical?
Food history. You like the Puerto Rican Alden Brown.
Nah, I just try to stay well read, my brother. That's all.
I love it. I
The
love it.
minute you stop learning, you're dead. Your brain is supposed to be absorbing information the whole time you alive.
I love this, man. We going all over the place. I love it. Let's go. Um, in
They
terms of
need
Germany
games in
home
Berlin.
game,
Have one during Oktoberfest. Okay.
oh, that would be nice. That would be.
He's he said hitting on that Hennessy, baby.
I'm on that yak, baby. Come on, don't play with me. I
Oh
lost
man.
money in that Super Bowl, but I was sipping that yak, man. I'm chilling.
Oh shit. Well, Jeff can't talk because he can't spell Hennessy, so he that's definitely not how you spell it. So he must have been sipping his damn self.
Oh, shit.
Um, But let me ask y'all, man. I mean, for Cincinnati fans, I mean, you got to be, regardless of not even winning the Super Bowl, you got to be happy that your team made it, despite not having an O line, despite having a second-year quarterback coming off an ACL. Um, what do y'all see for Cincinnati and Joe Burrow's future, man? I think it looks promising.
No, man, that kid is a winner. He's proven it. He's gonna make noise in this league for a long time.
I
Fuck
like
Eli
that, brother.
Apple.
Yeah, fuck
Unity in
'em.
G Nation's locker room. Yes,
Nah,
sir.
man. I totally agree.
Guilty.
Fucking Joe Burrow is an amazing quarterback, man. And you know what? A lot of people are like, well, I guess it's up to Pat Mahomes the next level. I don't know, man. I think Joe Burrow is gonna have a lot to say about that in the coming future.
I'm there with you. I couldn't have said it better, man. I mean, you look at the AFC, man. I mean, I mean, Patrick Mahomes is on another level, but on top of that,
Yeah.
you got Josh Allen, you got Joe Shiesty. Now, then you still got Justin Herbert. Like, dude, that's a
Yep.
stacked division for quarterbacks, man. I mean, thankfully, I'm gonna be honest with you. Thankfully, we ain't got none of them quarterbacks in this freaking division. I'll tell you that much.
Right? Holy crap.
Jesus. But I mean, and I want to get to that point, and as much as I dislike Philly, man, I mean, if y'all get a dominant quarterback, I mean, dude, I'm telling you, y'all could be really fucking scary. Excuse my language, but I mean, you look at, I don't know what's gonna happen with Kyler Murray and the Cardinals. I think he stays, but the rest of the division, man. I mean, if Aaron Rodgers leaves, I mean, it's wide open compared to the AFC where it's looking like 300 over there. They all killing each other.
I understand, man, but it's like we've all been preaching, dude. We have way too many holes on this team yet. They can come over here and they can play, but they're gonna come out with that same fucking floppy ass defense that we had this past year. We're not gonna be able to sign anyone because whoever we pick up, we're gonna have to pay. We're gonna have to give up our first round picks to get them. Granted, we have second, third, fourth, and fifth rounds, but you know what? We need guys right now that can develop in our defense because our defense is old, man. They really are, and they're on their way out. So we need to start getting key pieces and key developmental pieces for a defense, for the coming future because, Fletch is on his way out, BG's on his way out. Our linebacker core isn't established yet. McLeod, he's probably done after this year. Harris is only going to be here so long. I don't know what we're doing with him yet. Hargraves is our only like up and coming potential for Cox, and then you also have Milton Williams. But
DB
yeah,
from
man, we
EP.
just got so many holes, man.
DB from EP says G Nation. Should everybody be back on their bullshit next season? Yes,
Yes,
definitely.
sir. Yes,
11
sir.
and 6. Back on my bullshit. Let's go.
I'm with it,
Sorry,
man.
AK, but I had to answer that.
No, man, I said it on your podcast like last week or something like that. I'm ready for the NFC East to get back to the top, man. All four
Facts.
of us become competitive, and let's just take over this bitch like it used to be. I'm tired of people referring to us as the NFC least. That's disrespectful as shit to us
Hell
because
yeah.
we're the only division in football that has ever fucking done anything.
Facts. Facts. I mean, every team in this division got a Super Bowl, man. I mean,
Yeah.
and recent
We
too. I
gotta
mean,
put
with
we
y'all.
gotta put some respect back on the name, man.
Exactly, man. And I've been seeing, which honestly, because I don't really be paying too much with what goes on with Philly, but I've been seeing, mocks with at least two of those first that y'all got going to the defensive side. Do you really see that
Yeah,
happening, or
I fucking pray
I
to God,
sheesh?
but we all know how he likes to do how he shit. So
This is true. Howie
yeah,
Rose
Yeah,
has been known to do Howie Roseman shit.
yeah.
yeah.
So listen, man. I would love to sit here and tell you that we could go out there and get Johnson on the edge,
Never say sorry
or
for a DB. We're going to keep
yeah,
working on you
like
guys.
hopefully we could get Johnson an edge rusher there at 15 because I don't think the linebackers are going to last to 15, unfortunately. If one of them would fall, hey, yummy, yummy, I'll take it. But at
Yeah, yeah.
16, bro, I'm taking Jordan Davis if he's there. I think this kid is a stud. I do not think that he's going to be someone you want to mess with, and he'd be an excellent heir to Fletcher Cox for sure. And he'd line up nicely with Hargraves. And then at 19, man, I'm looking at like Sauce or Booth if they would somehow fall. If not, then I'm going with like Brisker or Smoke Monday.
Okay. You know what? Shit. Nah, man. I mean, I don't blame you, dog. I just want to see this division get good again, man. I mean, I want to see my team
Exactly.
get good, but I want to see this division get really good.
Mhm.
But again, man, I mean, shout out Matt Stafford. He got himself that ring. Can I just say this real quick? Because I was gonna go on a tangent on Twitter. I decided not to. I'm happy for Stafford. I'm very happy for Stafford. I think that he deserves this ring. But if there's people already calling him a Hall of Famer off of this ring, then y'all got to stop questioning whether Eli's a Hall of Famer. That boy got 2 rings against the prime GOAT. Okay, you can't tell the story of the NFL without this guy. That's no discredit to Matthew Stafford, but I just don't like the narrative that he's already getting crowned the Hall of Famer,
And
which I
he's
can
number
understand.
7 all time passing yards, number 7 all time touchdowns.
But then they want to question whether Eli is a Hall of Famer, or at least a first ballot Hall of Famer. But
He's a
not to
first
make this
ballot.
about the
He's a
Giants. But
first
I
ballot
know
Hall
he
of
is.
Famer,
I
hands
know he
down,
is.
hands down. And anybody who argues against that don't know fucking football.
Listen, man,
Because
I am
Dan
an Eagle
Marino
fan.
is in the NFL. He never got a ring.
I will
Okay,
put my
John
biases
Elway,
aside
John
on
Elway
this.
is in the fucking Hall of Fame, and he don't have the passing yards that Eli Manning has or the touchdowns that Eli Manning has. So
I
if you
will
got
put my
Elway and
biases.
Marino in there, you cannot keep Eli out.
Yeah, man. Listen, I will put my biasism aside. You guys know I give you that respect. I fucking hate Eli Manning, but I respect him as a fucking player, bro, because I hated playing against him. You know, dude, some of the things I've seen the man do to my defense was just pure disgusting. So, listen, I respect him to hell, and 2 Super Bowls. Listen, he's a Hall of Famer. There's no doubt. You know, so you got me saying it as an Eagle fan, but man, I fucking hated that guy.
I'm sure. I hated Michael Vick while he was on the Eagles, but I love Michael Vick. I was
Yeah,
so mad
right.
when he went to the Eagles because I knew he was gonna kill our ass.
I'm there with you, bruh. I'm there with you. Vic was a beast, dog. Vic
Hands
was a
down, bro. He was one of
monster.
my favorite players in the NFL, period, all time. That's why I was sick when he went to the Eagles. I was like, shit, he gonna
Bro, when
kill
we
us.
got him, I forget how old I was. When was that we got him? 08, was it? Uh,
I'll check. I'll check.
but dude, I think I was like 16 or 17 at least. So maybe I was a little bit older than that. Dude, I felt like a little schoolgirl when we got him, bro. I was like super stoked and excited. I didn't know what to do, because I knew what Vic could do. And then, just I watched his developmental video thing that he did, his little interview, and he said, "Listen, if I knew what I knew in Philadelphia, or in Atlanta, what I knew in Philadelphia, he's like, no one would have stopped me."
Wow.
Yeah, no, it's crazy, man. He was a great.
I
Absolutely.
agree with you, NYG 22. Aaron Donald won that game tonight.
Yeah.
When the game was on the line, them last 2 sacks, Aaron Donald.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely. I can agree there. I can agree there for sure.
Yeah, Eli Manning was clutch, 100%.
Also, I'm not gonna lie. I was also a big fan of McNabb. He sold me on them chunky commercials, boy. I'll tell you that much.
hey, there's a curse to those chunky commercials. Don't think
Yeah,
I'm playing.
I couldn't stand
Nah,
McNabb,
nah.
and I think that they did T.O. dirty for McNabb. They should have kept T.O.
I ain't gonna disagree with that. I'm not gonna
No, I
disagree with
mean,
that at all.
100%. That was all ego.
He didn't like that T.O. was getting all that praise. He felt that he
Mhm.
should have got it, so he started being a little bitch.
Yep.
That's why I was so happy when we sacked his ass 12 times in one game. Oh, it was beautiful. Sorry, AK.
That man said, "Oh,
Listen, man, it's a love hate relationship with me and
yeah,
McNabb too. So I feel you, man.
because Andy Reid bet his future on him. Andy Reid should have had a ring way before Kansas City.
Dude, there's no
Mc,
reason they shouldn't have
McNabb
two
cost him
Super
a few of
Bowls.
them.
They should have at least had two, at least. But we didn't actually give McNabb enough help either. If you want to be honest about it,
Yeah, that's true.
I
But
mean,
then we
hell,
got rid of his main help by
he
getting
had
rid of
Todd
Tio.
Stinkston, you know, Macklin. Yeah, we had T.O. for that one great year, and then look what happened.
Hey, that's usually how it is sometimes,
McScab's
man.
ego got hurt. But no,
But
man.
nah,
Thank you
man.
guys for being here, man.
Yeah,
Seriously.
absolutely, bro.
I didn't think anybody was gonna come on considering what time it was and people probably been plowing back drinks all day. So I'm glad that you guys was able to hop on with me.
Man, my kids
DB
are
from
asleep.
EP
This is
says
my smoke
Vic
sesh.
should have been the one to get Philly that ring. McNabb was a pain in the ass. I hated
AK, I'm there
D-Jack, but
with
he's a
you
baller for real. Yeah, true.
because I'm about to roll up right now, so I'm there with you, AK.
Oh yeah, Cloud9's looking pretty fine from here, bro.
Oh yes, sir. I got my grabber on me, so I'm chilling.
So you got your what on?
I got my grabber with me, so I'm chilling.
Oh God, I can't do that shit.
hmm I don't know. I'm just feeling a little shisty tonight. You feel?
Yeah, I gotta put my shit. My shit be straight up, nothing in it, just
Yeah,
herb and paper.
I do that too. I mean, but shit, since we having some not hot takes, but just some nice combos, I'm gonna make it a little special.
Oh shit!
Uh,
I gotta ask real quick because I missed out on this. Who won Defensive Player of the Year this year?
TJ, TJ Watt.
Okay, thank God.
I honestly I thought he should have won last year. Well, that's just me. I know not a lot of people agree with that, but that's just me.
I know, but there was a lot of people saying this guy and that guy, and I was like, listen, it would be a disrespectful thing to do if T.J. Watt was not Defensive Player of the Year.
Absolutely,
So
dog.
disrespectful.
I mean, he tied the single season sack record. I mean, I'm glad he ain't break it, but
Yeah.
still, that's no easy feat. And that I think a lot of times because I'll see this a lot with Rams fans where it's like when you mention another player winning the Defensive Player of the Year award, they'll bring up Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald's a beast. He should be in that conversation every year. But to me, man,
Yeah.
I didn't think he had a better year than TJ Watt did last year. But I thought he had a great year. I didn't think he had a better year than TJ Watt. And then this year, like once he tied that sack record, I was like, nah, he locked this in the bag. If Aaron Donald wins it this year, then that's when it's like I feel like a lot of people will start having a problem with it. At that point.
Rigged.
Exactly.
No, I got a question though. Do you guys actually see him ever breaking it? Because I sure as hell do.
I could see it. Someone's gonna break it.
If he don't get injured, he might.
I could see it.
Because he's way better than his brother JJ, I believe.
I'm
Like
there.
this kid is next
Well,
level.
to me, I think they're about the same. It's just JJ went where he didn't have no help, and he got injured a lot them first few seasons.
Yeah.
Because before they brought JJ Watt some help, think about it. It was just JJ Watt on that defense before they brought damn, I can't remember his damn name right now. Was it Houston? No, Houston is who he played for. Uh shit.
Yeah, no.
I'm just saying. I just feel like I see a lot more explosiveness from him. Like he's just all around, just jumps out at you. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And I agree with you there. I love TJ Watt as a player.
Yeah.
But what I mean not TJ Watt. I love JJ Watt as a player. I love TJ Watt too, but I love JJ Watt as a player. In his prime, he was very dominant. But to me, man, I mean, I gotta be honest. DJ. Oh my god, I can't talk. TJ to me looks like the real deal. I think when it's all
Yeah.
said and done, I think TJ will have the better career.
Yeah, it was Clowney. Jadavian Clowney is who they brought over there with JJ Watt.
Yes, I think is he still in Cleveland?
Brian Cushing.
I don't know if Clowney's still in Cleveland.
Clowney is still in Cleveland. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. No, that was a nice duo. I thought that JJ Watt. I'm gonna be honest. I thought JJ Watt kind of made Jadeveon Clowney because them double teams that were getting put on JJ Watt, gave the one-on-one advantage oh my God. Let me not talk after I speak this statement for a little bit.
Wait,
But
wait, wait, wait. JJ was on Arizona.
oh no, I was saying like back in when they were both on the Texans.
Oh, shit. That's right. They were on. Wow.
Yeah, they
That
were both on the Texans,
my
and I
bad.
thought no, you good. I thought that JJ Watt I don't want to say made Jadeveon Clowney,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
played a big part
Well,
in
he
that.
demanded a double team a lot, which freed up
Exactly.
Jadavian Clowney to
Exactly,
make. Yeah,
exactly. That's
Yeah.
then that's what I was saying. The doubles on TJ Watt. Oh my God, JJ Watt are leaving the one on
It
ones with
gets confusing,
Clowney.
doesn't it?
It does. The more I keep saying it, I'm like, okay, they both got these two initial last names, man. I mean, Jesus Christ. But yeah, no, he's a beast. But like I said, I think when it's over, TJ Watt's gonna be the better brother.
Yeah.
Now, if Pittsburgh could get their hands on JJ Watt, oh, you telling
I
me you
thought
got
it
more to
was
go
going to
down?
happen this past off
I
season,
I
bro. I
did too.
really thought was because I was like, dude, imagine JJ Watt and his brother lining up right behind him. Oh my God.
How do you stop that?
I don't know.
I really don't know how you stop that. I mean, it's like they still got Cam Hayward over there, and he's still causing disruption. I think he's on the tail end of his career.
NYG22 says we got picks 5 and 7, and next year is Super Bowl 57.
I need what you want, bro. I like the way you think, but I need what you want. I really do. Like right now.
Oh shit.
Oh, here we go. Damn it, Slay. Wait, Jeff is a mod, ain't he?
I think so. Yeah.
Jeff, you got a wrench? Do you have a wrench, Jeff?
Listen, in all honesty, my guy, you want to talk about Super Bowls for both of
Who has
us?
a wrench?
I'm telling you right now,
Oh.
you're looking at 3 years. Would you guys agree to that? A maximum 3 years till we each are contending there again.
I would say that. I think 3 years is I think that's a fair amount of time for both teams. I think that gives you guys enough time to
Shout
fill
out
in
to
the
Vivid
pieces.
Edits. Thank you.
Oh, I also before I get to what I was saying, I also because I got a wrench, I blocked that love face person. Uh but yeah, nah, I think 3 years is more than enough time. I think that gives us both teams enough time to fill the holes. I think y'all got the advantage with having an extra year in this scheme. With your new head coach,
For sure.
which me personally, man, I was definitely one of the people that were bashing this man's press conference, the way he talks. But at the end of the day, I'm one of those people to where I don't really care how the press conferences are or how they talk. I just want to see how it translates on the field. And y'all ain't that far off. And I think that's the same with the Giants as well. We got our holes we got to fix. I mean, we got things we got to attend to, but I don't think we're necessarily as far off as people make it out to be.
Yeah.
Washington, you can make that argument with them too. They need really is a quarterback. They got the defense, they got a running attack, they got the receivers. Um, Dallas, I mean, I don't know what the hell they doing, but Dallas gonna be Dallas.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, bro, Washington is not going to win until Dan Snyder sells that team.
I'm there with you. I think that's been the biggest issue with the Cumranders or whatever the hell y'all want to call them. Like
Cum Wranglers? What you call them?
the Cumranders instead of the Commanders.
Cum Wranglers.
Dumbest shit ever, bro. You had 2 years, 2 fucking years to think of a name, and that's the best shit you got. Like,
Listen,
come on, dog. That is terrible. That is just terrible.
they had that on the
2 years.
billboard and they said, "Yeah, no, they gonna fuck with this one."
They could have been the Washington Rioters. The Washington
you are, though.
Insurrectionists.
I can't. Did you just say the Washington Rioters?
The Washington Rioters, the Washington Insurrectionists, the Capitol Police tear gassers.
Yeah, y'all could have been, the Washington Sixes.
They could have been the
And no
tear
lie,
gas man.
bro, you know what's gonna happen is Dan's gonna end up eventually having to force to be sold, sell this team. He's gonna sell it. They're gonna turn around and just have to fucking rename them again anyway.
They could have been the
Oh yeah,
Washington photo oppers.
yeah.
Tear gas people to go take a picture.
No, I can't stand you, Lou. You're not wrong, but I can't stand you. Oh my god.
They're gonna
Yeah,
hold the
nah,
Bible
man.
upside down and take pictures. I mean,
Hey, man. Let me tell you something. I don't know if y'all saw that video. I'm sure you guys have, but at some point in the season, Washington fans were getting them that Dookie water poured on them at the home games. Let me tell you something. If I spend my hard earned money to go see my team, and Dookie water is leaking from the damn ceiling because my owner can't do proper plumbing, we gonna have an issue.
yo,
I
wait
may
a
be
minute.
banned
Wait a
from that
minute. There
stadium.
was there was shitty water
You
falling
didn't
down
know
the
Oh
that?
roof.
yeah, dude. Their
Yeah,
sewer
bro.
pipes were spilling on people. Fuck
Yo,
yeah.
And
son.
shit was landing on
Oh,
people
somebody would have got fucked up.
during the
Uh,
game, bro. And
for
it wasn't
real,
no
son.
little water, bro. It was a pipe, bro. That shit was
Yeah, it
bursting
was a
on
pipe,
people.
bro. Yo, and you remember whenever that fence collapsed on Jalen Hurts when
Yeah,
he was walking in there at the end of the
bro.
season?
Like, I
Yo,
thought the
no
shit.
lie, they show pictures before they opened up the stadium. Yo, they had that shit just sitting there in the thing, and instead of having it screwed in, dude, they just had it fucking duct taped. Just duct
That's
taped together.
that's
That's
what you
why
Wow.
the
get.
fence fell in because they didn't bolt it in. They just duct taped it together and said, "All right, it'll stick."
It's
But
sad,
but yet
bro.
we fired Joe Judge for saying that we're not a clown show. But they're a fucking clown show.
Nah, bro. They're the sewer show. You thinking of the
uh,
wrong thing. They're
it's
the sewer
bad,
people.
bro.
I gotta go
It's
take a
fucking
Glennon. I'll be right back.
Oh nah, man, that was insane. I remember seeing those videos for the Washington football team, and I couldn't. I feel for their fans because despite everything, I actually don't really dislike Washington compared to the Eagles, compared to Dallas. But you really gotta feel for their fans, man. I mean, the constant allegations against their owner,
Shaka
the
Khan.
yeah, Shaka Khan. The constant, turnover with coaching and going through quarterbacks, man. I mean, and then you got to go through all that shit, literally all that shit, and get shit poured onto you while you're watching the game on a hot ass day. Mm-mm.
I'm telling you, son.
Yeah, yeah,
Somebody was
yeah. But
getting
hit
fucked
squad,
up.
listen, you gotta understand something though. You at the beginning of the year, this past year, you get slammed with those sexual harassment charges, right?
Mhm.
And then here, just a couple weeks back, while you're going through allegations, you do the same motherfucking shit again.
Yeah, ain't that something?
Like, are you stupid? Or are you? Do you understand how moronic that is? You know what I'm saying?
Nah, you're 100% right. It's really sad, and I think it was either a week or 2 weeks ago where someone else came out and accused Dan Snyder of assault, and she has evidence against him, and he said, "Oh, I'm gonna work with the attorneys, and I'm gonna work with the woman that claims of the allegations, something like that." And it's like, bro, like she literally got evidence against you. Like I don't like how much at this point, man. I agree. They're gonna have to step in and force this man to sell the team.
Yo, do you
And
know how? Do you remember how quick they forced the Carolina Panthers owner to sell the
yep,
team?
yep,
Like,
and that's
dude, how many times is Dan Snyder going to be bailed out? Like, dude, that guy was made like instantly to sell his team. They're like, all right, you're out. Like,
yeah,
what does Dan have? Does he have something against the NFL? That what the fuck is going on? How many chances does this man get?
It's the good old boys club, man.
yeah. I'm not gonna disagree there because I my suspicions were already up where they went through all them damn emails and all they found was John Gruden.
No, he
Ain't
was
no
the
way.
scapegoat. He was the
Exactly,
scapegoat.
exactly.
He was the
Ain't no way.
sacrificial lamb so that all of it wouldn't be exposed.
And they talking about we gonna do an investigation. I ain't never seen someone investigate themselves, but maybe that's besides me. But it's just I don't
Well,
know,
the
man.
police do it all the time.
I mean, you right about that.
Oh, we're going to conduct our own investigation as to why our guys illegally killed an unarmed man. and then
You
we're
right
gonna
about
come out and
that.
say, "Oh, it was justifiable, because he got caught with some pot 15 years ago." Like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, man.
He
Nah,
had a
I'm
record.
I'm there with you. Oh, they had
Oh,
probable
it
cause or
was
some
okay
shit.
for George Zimmerman to shoot Trayvon Martin because he got caught with some pot. Like, the fuck out of here. I don't even want to talk about that. Let's get back to
Yeah.
football.
Let me ask y'all something real quick though. For me, man, I mean, when I look at how this season went, right? I thought Dallas versus the Bucks, that really kicked off the season for a lot of the games, right? I mean, there was a lot of nail biters this year in terms of these games. I mean, looking at the season, I know it's kind of hard for us, Lou, because we had a pretty shitty season. I mean, but when you look at the entirety of the NFL, I mean, for me, man, I
Hey,
gotta
we had
say
a
this
great
was,
season.
yeah.
We had a
I
great
mean,
season. We got rid of every fucking body that I didn't want there.
I
Other
mean,
than
yeah,
Jason Garrett and Freddie Kitchens and
but
Dave Gettleman.
I'm there with you, bro. In hindsight, it's like, yeah, we did, but I did not like seeing us not score points outside of field goals. That was
Oh
really
yeah,
embarrassing.
that hurt.
It was very hard to watch. But for me, man, what I want to ask y'all is when y'all look at the entirety. I mean, I thought this was a very great season for the NFL, man. I mean, just even the playoff season. I mean, would y'all agree? Would y'all say maybe it was alright? Like, how y'all feel about it?
I think the playoffs was amazing this season.
I
The
like that.
Buffalo and the Kansas City game, the Kansas City and the Rams game, the San Francisco game. I mean,
Yeah,
the
there was a
playoffs.
lot of great games, man. I mean, shit. I mean, you could even throw the Bengals and the Titans game in there. I mean, that's you want to talk about an upset. I mean, if my team sacks your quarterback 9 times and I'm not leaving with the dub, I'm hot if I'm a Titans fan, So that was a great game. The playoffs were solid, but you just look throughout, like I said, the entirety of the year. I mean, there was a lot of games you could point at where it's like, this is a quality game. You know, I loved that Chiefs game. I loved the Chiefs and Bengals game in Week 17. Most teams don't really got much to play for at that point when they're a lock for the playoffs, but they played that down to the wire, man. I mean, that was really good football that you see late in the season. So, but what do you think, AK? Like, how do you feeling about it?
Listen, man, like this is how I explain this season. What I love about it is the fact that for once in my life, I couldn't give you an definitive answer on who would win.
Yeah,
Because it honestly seemed like it was even, and no one really had an advantage. Everything came down to the wire. For once, football, you couldn't just look at it, point at a team, and be like, hands down, that's who gets it.
yeah,
Like it was just probably the most even season I've ever seen, and it really made it exciting because you even had teams fighting at the end of the year for positions that you didn't think could even be in it halfway in the season.
yeah.
What's up, Taj? I
So
agree
Lou,
with you, Viz Edits. The Super Bowl shows
yo,
that not
what's
taking
good,
the
y'all?
offensive line in the draft and barely upgrading it in free agency came back to bite Cincinnati. Yes,
Yes.
Yeah,
that is
yeah,
true.
I'm there with you, man.
Sure, that's the first thing they got to do is build that damn line.
And that's the first thing the Giants need to do.
Yep.
I'm not gonna hold you. I wasn't looking at my screen because I was trying to post the comments. Taj, your voice scared the shit out of me, boy. What's going on? I didn't even know you was on here. I was like, who the hell is that?
He just
But
popped on.
yeah, I didn't see that. What's good, man?
What's good,
Yeah,
Hustle?
chilling, bro, chilling. About to finish rolling up. But nah, man,
All right.
yeah, yes, sir. Nah, I agree with you though. That's really, like I said, that's what it really came down to. Aaron Donald and that offensive line. But people were saying that already before the Super Bowl happened that they were gonna have to give Joe Burrow some time. They were gonna have to make sure that if obviously his jersey wasn't gonna stay clean, but you don't want it piss poor or dirty either, because then he's getting sacked all the time. I thought that for the most part, you saw a pretty decent offensive line from the Bengals for most of the game, and then you go into the third quarter, you started off with that bomb, and then it just seems after that offensive line. I mean, that defense was getting to them, man. I mean, and it's you got to credit the Rams because you got Von Miller coming off the ball, Leonard Floyd, Aaron Donald. we could sit here and talk about how they bought themselves a championship, but it is what it is. It worked.
Bro,
It got them.
I gotta say this, bro. Listen, they did the best that they could with what they had, and Zach Taylor deserves a lot of credit. He did one hell of a job. He really did, man. I can't say anything bad about this team.
Their O line led up the most sacks in Super Bowl history.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad.
Over
No,
7 times he got
eight
sacked.
Proves
sacks.
you need a
Eight.
good
Yeah, he got
offensive
hit
line
eight
to win
times.
them big games. I agree with you. I'm 100% with you, bro. I've been screaming O line.
Yeah, man, you got to win these
All
games
year.
by the line of scrimmage, man. That's just how it is.
Yeah.
For sure, but I still will not take that credit away, man. I mean,
No,
still,
no,
no
no.
matter how bad that offensive line is, they still got them to the Super Bowl. So I can't take anything away from them.
Yeah. The only takeaway, or I guess the only issue I had on the Rams side of the ball was, I know that Sean McVay gets told or gets quoted as being an offensive genius. I think he has, if not the best offense of minds. I think he's at least a top 3 offensive mind in this league. But I didn't like that drop off when Odell was on the field compared to him being on the field. It just seemed that I
Agreed.
understand Odell's a great player. I get that, but you were an offensive mind before Odell came there. It just did. They looked completely different with him out of the lineup, and you still have Van Jefferson, who you drafted. You still have other players that you've brought in as well. But they got it done though. They at the end of the day, they went to all reliable Cooper Cup, who let me give credit to where credit's due. That boy, that boy popped off. I mean, you go and you become an all-pro player. You get the triple crown, offensive player of the year, and now you're a Super Bowl MVP player and a Super Bowl
Yeah, Cooper
champion.
Cup, man.
Dude, like,
Yeah.
excuse
See,
my
Get
that-
ready,
language.
get ready to pay that fucking
That's
money.
that's
Yeah.
why it hurt them when Odell Beckham got out, because Cooper Cup gets so much attention that it leaves Odell Beckham open.
They would have.
Yeah.
If
You
Odell
see what I'm
didn't get
saying?
hurt,
So
man,
Odell
and
Beckham 1-on-1 is a sure thing, right? Odell Beckham 1-on-2 is still damn near probability that he makes the catch. So if you got him being the second main worry and you're worried about Cooper Cup, you're gonna have a problem on your hands. So when Odell Beckham went down, now they can concentrate on locking down Cooper Cup, which made it a little harder for Matt Stafford. Remember, this is the guy who was only used to having one player in Megatron.
Megatron, yeah.
So,
Yo, that shit was weird as hell, though, wasn't it?
yeah, it was.
It
I
definitely
did
was.
not see an injury like that coming. That's for sure.
I didn't either. They didn't come out and say what it was outside of a knee injury, but I mean, anytime I see a a non-contact injury, and they're grabbing their knee, I'm thinking it's the ACL, or I'm
Yep.
thinking even if they're not grabbing the knee, it's an Achilles. They didn't come out and say it. They just said it's a knee injury. He didn't look like he was in too much pain when he was
think
on
he
the
just tweaked
sideline.
an old injury, and rather than risk him getting hurt for a whole year,
Yeah.
they kept him out because he wasn't going to be productive because he was hurt.
Yeah.
And he was just going to end up getting hurt more. So if they want him back next year, which is, I think that's what that said, by keeping him out, they said, no, we need him next season. And
Bro,
it proved to be a good decision because they still were able to get the ring without him and preserve him for next season. So
Yeah.
how the fuck was Joe Burrow walking
I'm
after
there
that?
with you, man. When I saw that
Like,
play,
no lie, I thought it was over, bro. I thought he was done.
Bro, when I seen that leg twisted over,
that man was screaming in agony.
Right? Did you see that face? That is a grown ass man in pain.
Yeah.
That's what that face was.
I tweeted
yeah,
it,
when he
and I'm
walked off to the sideline and went to that tent, they gave him that hydrocortisone shot.
They had to. Bro. There's no way he walked away like that and just kept playing. I was like, damn, all right. That's dedication right there.
Exactly. And it's
Holy
like, for
crap.
me, man, I tweeted it, but I'm going to say it here. That old line should be charged with assault for what they be doing to that man, Joe Burrow, man. It's, come on, bro. Like, it's
All
sad,
right.
man. I mean,
NYG 22, while I agree with you, that defense wins championships, and this defense won the championship for them today, right? Our defense is not bad. We're just missing a few pieces. And with Donwick Martindale, if they play the right scheme, our defense will be ferocious.
Get the
Our
personnel in.
biggest need is an offensive line because we can't score more than 3 fucking points.
Yeah, yeah. You're not lying, dog.
So while I agree that defense wins championships, I would much rather go old line heavy in this draft and just go for a few pieces defensively because we're not that far off defensively. We're a hell of a lot farther away from where we need to be offensively than we are
Yeah, but the
defensively.
good thing is that we do got guys in that front office that actually has a track record that they could find some guys in
And
the
this
offensive
draft
line
class
that they
is
could
heavy on
develop.
offensive line. So even if
Yeah,
we don't get them in the first round and we do get 2 defensive players, which is a possibility, we could go get Devin Lloyd in the first round, and
yeah,
another linebacker or Deontay White. What is it? Something Wyatt, Dante Wyatt,
done to it.
Dante Wyatt, a defensive
Yeah,
tackle.
yeah, but I don't like. I'm really like. I don't really expect them to like draft like 2 offensive linemen in the first round. I really don't expect them to do that.
I
'Cause I
wouldn't be
think,
upset if they did it, but I mean, I think the more that we honestly, man, I think the more that this coaching staff gets put together, something tells me, dog. I wouldn't be surprised, of course, obviously, if that first pick is an offensive tackle. I also would not be shocked if they make a move in free agency, whether that's a one player move or little player moves, and then in the draft they go defense with those first 2 picks. I'm not saying I want it, but I'm just saying I wouldn't be shocked if that happens either. Because they may say, all right, if O'Shane's not on here, you got Ellerson Smith, Quincy, Ojolari.
Ojolari.
They may say, okay, we need ourselves an edge rusher. Who's to say they don't see, in a trade back scenario, let's say with Minnesota, or let's say, they do trade with Washington. I mean, who's to say that they don't look at a player like Lloyd
Or
if they
trade with
if
Pittsburgh.
or trade with Pittsburgh? It's a lot. It's so many things that could happen, man. But
Yeah,
what's going
I
on,
can
Chet?
see us I can see us getting a Christian Harris or
I
Devin
like
Lloyd,
Christian Harris, man.
right? And the way that I think that we do that is if we trade back our number 5 pick to like number 9 or number 10, we trade back our number 7 pick to like number 12 or number 15. Okay. And you might miss out on it at Kemakwanu, you might not. Okay. But you can get your Devin Lloyd and your Christian Harris later on in the first round. And you can still get your guys early in the first round. Because when I say
Absolutely.
trade back, I'm not saying trade all the way to the bottom of the first round. You trade that number 5 pick to like number 8, and you trade that number 7 pick to like number 12, number 14, somewhere in there. And you get some more draft capital for this season right here, maybe a first for next season and out of one of those two. And you stock this offensive line and you get an edge rusher. You get a linebacker. You get a Devin Lloyd. You get an Ojabu. Um, you get a possibly N'Kobe Dean or a Christian Harris. You can get that and still get a Linderbaum.
Uh-huh.
And later on in the rounds, get a Thayer Munford or a Zion Johnson from Boston College. So I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility. You have a deep offensive line group and edge rusher group in this draft class. You got Maji Sanders, who you can probably get in the 3rd round. Yeah, so I mean, it's all types of possibilities.
Yeah, man. All I know is that's a good thing that we finally got guys with track records that they could find offensive linemen in the later rounds that they could actually develop pretty good.
Kayvon Thibodeau could fall to number 5. And what would you do in that case? Would
You,
you
you take them.
trade back that 5 or would you take Kayvon Thibodeau there?
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm taking Thibodeau there. I think that's a no-brainer. Even honestly, even if Aquanu is there, I'm taking Kayvon Thibodeau. That's just me though.
What up, Coach Dante? NYG22 says, "Now I agree that the offensive line does need to get better. I'm saying that the offense is broken beyond the offensive line. They should go offensive line with 5, but at 7, they should go defense." I can see that happening.
Yeah,
I can see that happening with no trade back
yeah,
at
they
all.
can go.
They
Yeah, they
could
can
they
do
could
that.
do that as well. They could get probably a Thibodeau and a Kwanu, or an Kwanu and a Devin Lloyd,
Kobe Dean.
and a Kobe Dean or Christian Harrison. A Chad Muma I would try to get in like the late second or third round. That boy Christian Harris is a fucking monster. Yes, he is. I'll be hype if we get him in a second. Who wouldn't? Shit. That's a
I'd be
steal.
sad if we get him.
The offense does need a tight end or two and a QB and a running back if they trade Barkley. So don't think an offensive line full of rookies will fix the Giants. No, of course not. We're going to have to get some free agency offensive linemen. We have too many needs at the offensive line to expect. We only have Andrew Thomas. Shane Lemieux is hurt. Matt Pert is hurt. We don't know what they're coming back to be. Okay. They're already proven to not be that great. And now coming back off of injuries, ain't no telling what we're getting. So you can't draft 5 rookie offensive linemen and expect them to gel in the offseason and be phenomenal in the regular season. That's just not realistic.
Yeah, you have to get free agency linemen. You have to.
Now I'm there with you. But Lou, y'all boys, I gotta jump off. I'm gonna be in the chat still. But Lou, thank you for having me on, bro. I
No
appreciate it.
problem.
AK, it was nice talking with you, bro. Please be safe. Taj, stop scaring
Yeah,
folks.
you too, man. Appreciate you.
Say hello when you come on the channel. I mean on the panel. Don't scare a boy. I appreciate it. All right. All love though. Y'all be safe. I'm gonna be in the comments.
All right, hit squad. Oh damn, I've been missing a lot of chat. I didn't. Okay, I'm current on the chat. Man, but shit, I wasn't planning on going too late. I know people been sitting in front of the TV all day or in front of the computer. I appreciate you guys coming and rocking with me, man.
No problem, man. I'm gonna get out of here too. I got some things I
Okay.
gotta do.
Yeah, it's almost 12 o'clock. Shit.
Appreciate you, man.
Oh, no problem, brother. Thank you.
No problem.
All
You have a good night. See you later, Tosh.
All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed the Super Bowl this year. Hope you guys enjoyed all our football coverage that we brought to you guys. All of our takes, opinions, ideas, our mock drafts. Stay tuned and subscribe. Stick around. Become a part of what we're trying to build here, what we're trying to create. I appreciate all you guys for coming out. Shout out to Big Pat. Shout out to Joe. Go sub them guys up. Classified 3F with Joe. Big Pat Sports Talk. Those are my partners. Predominantly, that's who I do content with, but I work with other people as well. Everybody from the Big Blue Crew and a few others, even Eagles content creators. So just a few of them. You know, not all of them, but there's a few of them who's cool. But hey, thank you, LA Vance. This is a Super Bowl 25 commemorative hat. The Rose Bowl Super Bowl 25. I got it from NFLshop.com. Fairly good price. $59.50, new era. Fitted. I don't do the snapbacks. But Big Blue Doja says, great show. Thank you guys. Appreciate you guys for showing so much support, man. The greatest community on Facebook, YouTube. You guys, Giants fans, man. I appreciate you guys so much. But yeah, we're just gonna call it a night. I hope you guys enjoyed rocking with us. Hope you guys had a fun evening. If you're driving home, stay safe. If you've been drinking, please have a designated driver so that you can see tomorrow. Okay. But until next time, guys,